Lesson 21, Daniel Mendoza. In this text, you hear about an English boxer. Now first, listen to the text and then answer this question. How many unsuccessful attempts did Mendoza make before becoming champion of all England? Mendoza 在成为全英冠军之前做了多少次以失败告终的尝试？
Boxing matches were very popular in England 200 years ago. In those days, boxers fought with bare fists for prize money. Because of this, they were known as prize fighters. However, boxing was very crude, for there were no rules, and a prize fighter could be seriously injured or even killed during a match. One of the most colorful figures in boxing history was Daniel Mendoza, who was born in 1764. The use of gloves was not introduced until 1860, when the Marquis of Queensberry drew up the first set of rules. Though he was technically a prize fighter, Mendoza did much to change crude prize fighting into a sport, for he brought science to the game. In his day, Mendoza enjoyed tremendous popularity. He was adored by rich and poor alike. Mendoza rose to fame swiftly after a boxing match when he was only 14 years old. This attracted the attention of Richard Humphreys, who was then the most eminent boxer in England. He offered to train Mendoza, and his young pupil was quick to learn. In fact, Mendoza soon became so successful that Humphreys turned against him. The two men quarreled bitterly, and it was clear that the argument could only be settled by a fight. A match was held at Stilton, where both men fought for an hour. The public bet a great deal of money on Mendoza, but he was defeated. Mendoza met Humphreys in the ring on a later occasion, and he lost for a second time. It was not until his third match in 1790 that he finally beat Humphreys and became champion of England. Meanwhile, he founded a highly successful academy, and even Lord Byron became one of his pupils. He earned enormous sums of money and was paid as much as £100 for a single appearance. Despite this, he was so extravagant that he was always in debt. After he was defeated by a boxer called Gentleman Jackson, he was quickly forgotten. He was sent to prison for failing to pay his debts and died in poverty in 1836.
So how many unsuccessful attempts did Daniel Mendoza make? Right, he made 2 unsuccessful attempts before he finally beat Richard Humphreys to become champion of all England. 这篇课文呢，由拳击运动的历史讲起，层层递进，使得这个主要人物 Daniel Mendoza 他的形象渐渐清晰起来。从他对拳击运动的贡献，然后呢，讲到他的辉煌成就，最后再回到他的生平和结局。作为非常重要的事实，课文也没有忘了提一笔最早为拳击比赛制定规则的 The Marquis of Queensberry， 还有最终把 Mendoza 击败的 Gentleman Jackson。当然，把 Mendoza 造就成才，又先后几次击败他的 Richard Humphreys， 也是这篇故事当中非常重要的角色。Okay, now we'll look at some language points in the text. Because of this, they were known as prize fighters. 如果我们现在使用 prize fighter， 它的意思指的就是拳击手，和 boxer 意思相同，而不再是指最早先为了争夺奖金而拼杀的拳击手了。当然，这个词的起源和最早为奖金而竞争这种形式有直接的关系。Of course, modern boxing is for prize winning as well. 那么课文前边一句呢，还出现了 prize 这个字。Boxers fought with bare fists for prize money. 这里的 prize 指的是 money given to the winner. 课文中先后有2句话出现了 crude 这个形容词。Boxing was very crude, for there were no rules and a prize fighter could be seriously injured or even killed during a match. Mendoza did much to change crude prize fighting into a sport. Crude 它有2种词义。First, it means not developed, primitive, 粗糙的、原始的。Second, it means offensive or violent, 粗野的或者不礼貌的。那么第一句当中 crude, it can mean both. 它呢可能2种词义的意思都包含了。一方面呢是说 boxing 它的形式比较原始 ，there were no rules。另一方面呢 a prize fighter could be seriously injured or even killed， 也强调了 boxing 那个时候的野蛮。而第2句当中 change crude prize fighting into a sport， 强调的是第一层词义，就是粗糙的。相对于后来成熟的运动，那时候的 boxing 是一种原始的形式。Look at these 2 examples. Crude tools made of wood. 木质的比较粗糙原始的工具。Crude jokes. Here crude means offensive. 粗俗的玩笑。One of the most colorful figures. Colorful means interesting, exciting, full of variety, and unusual. 非同寻常的，激动人心的，或者说多姿多彩的。它经常可以用来形容某种人物或者生活方式。课文中呢是 a colorful figure， 我们也可以说 a colorful character， 一个有趣的职业或者多姿多彩的职业 a colorful career or a colorful life. The use of gloves was not introduced until 1860. We can introduce people. 用来形容人的时候呢 introduce 就是介绍。We can also introduce things. And then introduce means put into use. 当用 introduce 来形容物的时候，它的意思是引进或者开始使用。所以呢，这句话当中就是说 The gloves were not put into use until 1860. 就是直到1860年，在拳击运动中才开始使用手套。Now look at this example. When we introduced this system, no one believed it would work. 这里呢 introduce 的意思就是当我们引进这套系统的时候。Though he was technically a prize fighter. 这里 technically means strictly. 从严格意义上讲。Look at this example. Technically speaking, England only means the part of England, not the whole nation of Britain. 从严格意义上讲 England 这个词呢，只能指英格兰这一部分，而不是指整个英国。He brought science to the game. Science 在这个上下文里头呢，应当做 reason or regulation 来理解。理性和规则呢，当然必须以科学性为前提。事实上，在整个欧洲的文化启蒙运动当中，科学和理性是同义词。In his day, Mendoza enjoyed tremendous popularity. In one's day, 意思是 during the most successful part of somebody's life, 是某个人生活中的鼎盛时期。课文的开头呢，还出现了一个 day 的用法。In those days, boxers fought with bare fists for prize money. In those days means sometime in the past. 那时，当时。Mendoza enjoyed tremendous popularity. Enjoy here means have or possess, especially something positive. 那么，我们曾经在前面的课文中遇到过 enjoy 这个用法，就是说享有什么东西。 它后边呢经常跟一个表示肯定意义的名词。前面课文是 enjoy civilization， 这里是 enjoy popularity， 就是非常受欢迎的意思。He was adored by rich and poor alike. Alike here is an adverb meaning equally. So here it means he was adored equally by rich and poor. 无论是穷人还是富人，都对他崇拜备至。Now look at this example. I learned a lot from teachers and students alike. It means I learned a lot from teachers and students equally. 就是说，不论从老师那里还是从学生那里，我都获益匪浅。Mendoza rose to fame swiftly. Rise to fame means become famous. 所以他马上成名了。We can also say rise to power, which means become powerful. 掌权。For example, Mussolini rose to power in Italy in 1922. 墨索里尼呢是从1922年开始在意大利掌权的。注意用 rise to 强调这个突然性。He rose to fame swiftly. Swiftly means rapidly, but also with ease. 就是说，强调不仅成名迅速，而且轻而易举就成名了。His young pupil was quick to learn. 我们都知道 pupil 有小学生的意思，但是它的另外一个词义就是私人弟子、私人的学生。这里就是指私人的学生。Look at these two examples. The primary school has about 1,000 pupils. 这里是小学生。Aristotle was a pupil of Plato. 亚里士多德是柏拉图的私人弟子、私人学生。The two men quarreled bitterly. Bitterly can often be used together with verbs indicating emotions to express anger and extreme unhappiness. Bitterly 这个词呢，经常与表达情感的动词连用，来表示一种极端的不快。具体的词义应当结合上下文来理解。Here, quarreled bitterly means quarreled very angrily. 那么 complain bitterly 意思就是愤愤不平的抱怨。Regret bitterly 深切的遗憾。Bitterly 呢，另外还有一种词义是用来形容天气之冷，尤其是英国人会经常用到。For example, it was a bitterly cold day. Here, bitterly means extremely cold. 课文中出现了两个句子中呢，都用了 in 来加上一个名词。He was always in debt. He died in poverty. In 后边经常可以加上一种表示状况或者情感的名词。So in means to experience a kind of condition or emotion. 这里呢 in debt 就是负债 in poverty 过着贫困的生活。Now look at more examples. She lived in luxury for the rest of her life. In luxury 指她的生活方式非常奢侈。Can I have a word with you in private? In private 私下我能跟你说两句话吗？ He looked at me in horror. 他惊恐地看着我。英文中来表示一种强调的语气有多种方式，我们来看看课文中的例子。He was so extravagant that he was always in debt. So that 这是我们比较熟悉的一种强调方式，是说强调 extravagant 的后果 that he was always in debt. 这句话中He was paid as much as £100 for a single appearance. 用 as much as 通常来强调的呢是不可数名词的数量之大， 在这个例句当中呢，就强调这个钱的数目之高。除此之外呢，还有2个用到 until 来强调的句子。It was not until his third match in 1790 that he finally beat Humphreys. 那么这句话呢，使用的是一个典型的强调句型，用 it was, that 来强调跟在 it was 后边的这部分。其实呢，要强调的就是直到这个时间他才打败了 Humphreys， 强调他得到全英冠军的艰难历程。后边的这个用到 until 的句子 The use of gloves was not introduced until 1860 when the Marquess of Queensberry drew up the first set of rules. 这句话当中呢，也用了 until， 但是后边紧跟了一个由 when 引导的从句。这个从句呢，其实是句子要强调的部分，意思是要传达拳击规则制定的时间和它的重要性。Okay, so much about the language points in the text. Now we'll wind up with this text. 这篇课文呢，虽然篇幅不长，但是给我们介绍了很多丰富的信息，包括拳击历史上的重大事件和重要的人物。当然 Daniel Mendoza 这还是课文中最主要的线索。课文当中呢，告诉我们 Daniel Mendoza was one of the most colorful figures in the boxing history. 这里的 colorful 我们来怎么样理解呢？刚才讲解语言点的时候，我们讲到了 colorful means unusual, exceptional, 不同寻常的。但是呢，它也暗含了一层 controversial, 非常具有争议性的意思。其实呢 Daniel Mendoza 这人的生活经历和性格特征都可以说是非常具有争议性的。他的生活经历大起大落，曾经一度非常辉煌，名利双收，但是他的结局非常悲惨。课文向我们交代了 He was quickly forgotten. He was sent to prison and finally died in poverty. 在他少年成名的时候，吸引了 Humphreys 他的注意力，但是最终呢，2个人也反目成仇。In a sense, Mendoza was a typical romantic hero who once enjoyed great success, but who ended up with self-destruction. 那么课文中向我们提到 Lord Byron 一度呢也是 Mendoza 的学生。我们都知道 Lord Byron is a typical romantic hero. Lord Byron 是最具有代表性的、具有浪漫色彩的人物。而且 Lord Byron had also participated in prize fighting. Okay, so much for today. I'll see you next time.